While I was collecting the leaves, I found the grass also growing, so I thought let me show you the runners. So you can easily see leaves. This is the complete grass. This is like I told you, they grow internode, one internode long, and every time there is a node developing, there will be roots developing from there. So this is how you distinguish. If you remember this concept we have learned before, this is how grasses grow. So this is the point from where leafy structure starts developing, branches starts developing, and then they will also go in different direction and develop the complete area. That's why the lawn becomes completely full of grass after 1 month or so in the rainy season, or by the month of March and April. Reason is that they grow profusely with the help of which method? Vegetative propagation, and this happens because their stem runs as subaerial weak stem. Subaerial because they are attached to the surface. They don't go into the soil, they don't go up the soil, they only remain attached to the surface of the soil. And prostate, that's why they are called, and they grow roots everywhere at each node. Now let's come to the next topic, and that is, if there are doubts with the video, just let me know. Any topic which is not clear to you, I can again make a small video regarding your doubts also. So let's come to the next topic, and that is the modifications of the leaf. This is not the ending of leaf, we have more points to discuss. Leaf is the longest portion. After fruits, it's the longest portion. So what are the various modifications of leaves? So leaves may modify into tendril. So I have made the diagrams also, I will show you side by side. So leaves may modify into tendril. Now the whole leaf may undergo modification, like in this case. You can see in this picture, the whole leaf, these are two stipules. Remember I told you foliaceous stipules. So there are some plants where you will find the stipules become like leaf, and leaf will turn into tendril. So the whole leaf has modified into tendril. So it is even possible that some of the leaflets may modify. So you would have seen Mutter, Pisum sativum. These are the 4 leaflets, and the top leaflets have modified into tendrils. So it is possible, instead of complete leaf, it is even possible leaflets may change into tendril, or otherwise the petiole may change. Now there are plants in which you will find pitcher plant, we will find the petiole has changed into tendril, or rachis or petiolule may change into tendril, or it is even possible tip of the leaf may modify into tendril, or sometime even the stipules may modify. Smileless is the example, is modify into the tendril. So tendrils function we all know. The plant wants to climb up. Reason is the stem is weak, so the plant wants to climb up. So climbing up is possible by developing tendril. In the previous lectures we learned tendrils develop from the axillary bud also. But remember, here we are learning about a tendril developing from leaf. So it may develop from complete leaf, it may develop from the leaflet, may develop from petiole, rachis or petiolule, or it may develop from the apex of the leaf, or otherwise the stipules. So these structures help the plant to climb up a support, and they are generally unbranched. Remember, there are possibilities that even tendrils may branch like this. So they may be unbranched, but in some cases they are even branched one. And the types you have just learned. The whole leaf example is found in the Lithyrus aphaca. It's the wild pea which grows in the naturally in the jungles and all. And then leaflets in the case of the sweet pea, or in the case of the Pisum sativum, or the pea which we consume at home. Then in the case of the insectivorous plants, or even in the case of tripolium leaf I have shown in one of the diagram before. In the tripolium also you will find petioles may develop into tendrils. Then there are plants like clematis where the rachis and petiolule may develop into tendril. Then there are plants like Gloriosa superba or glory lily where leaf apex may change into tendril. And stipules already you have learned, Smilex is the example. Now another possibility of the modification of leaf is that the leaf may modify into spines. So leaf can even develop into spines. Now the function of spine we all know that spines generally develop in xerophytic plants. and the complete leaf may change into spine, or maybe some portion of the leaf may change into spine. You would have seen such examples where complete leaf change into spine, and in some cases only a portion of leaf change into spine, and these modifications are to reduce transpirational loss of water and to protect against the grazing plants, so grazing animals. For example, acacia, ziziphus, opuntia, argimon mexicana, or prickly poppy. Prickly poppy has its margin as well as tips modifying into the spine. In the case of opuntia, complete leaf modify into spine, and in the case of acacia ziziphus, we have done before, stipules modify into spine. Remember this, stipules modify into spine. So these are the modifications for defense as well as saving the loss of water. Now even it is possible that the leaf may change into hooks. Now hooks are for climbing up. So there are plants in which there are 5 leaflets, and what exactly happen is, if there are 5 leaflets, it is possible that the top 3 leaflets may change into hooks so that the plant is able to climb up. So such possibilities are there, and these are the hooks which help in climbing up or support. Then it is even possible to develop phyllodes. We have already covered phyloclade, cladode. Now let's understand another term, and that is phyllodes. So this is favorite thing to come in the MCQs. What is phyllodes? Now a leaf modified in such a manner that its lamina is gone. So if lamina is gone, which portion is left? Now midrib is left, or otherwise petiole is left, and this portion will start performing photosynthesis. And the good point is what? Petiole and midrib do not carry stomata. So if there is no stomata or minimum stomata, because minimum lamina is left, so loss of water will be reduced, but photosynthesis will continue. So such type of leaf modification in which the lamina is absent, or it is possible petiole and some part of rachis. When I say rachis, I am talking about compound leaf, pinnate leaf, becomes flat and function like leaf. And such petioles are called as phyllodes. Example, Australian acacia, NCERT says, scientific name, Acacia longifolia, Acacia recurva, Acacia auriculiformis.